saw an advanced screening of Shelby Oaks. I didn't know that was what I was going to see, but I saw it, and I've been wanting to see it. Shelby Oaks is directed by fellow YouTube movie critic Chris Duckham. I'll put the link to his channel below because I think his channel is worth a look. And believe it or not, if you see it in his words, if you see this movie, you'll get stigmatized. I like the movie. It's an independent horror film, but it was made really well. It looked like the budget was kind of high for this one. The way it looked, I really appreciated the tricks of it, the fear factor. It definitely, for those who get squeamish and scared of supernatural horror specifically, and you want to get a kick out of that, this movie's for you. So what's this movie about? It's about this girl who was part of a paranormal investigative team that did paranormal adventures on YouTube, right? They had a YouTube channel, and they disappeared. And she's been missing for 12 years. 12 years. Older sister, is been trying to find her for the last 12 years. They found the other three eventually, but they found them dead and massacred, while her sister vanished in the town of Shelby Oaks, which was already abandoned. It was like a ghost town. They went there to try to film and do some paranormal investigations in the correction facility, long abandoned at that point. And there is where they came in touch with the supernatural. One day, while being interviewed about the disappearance of her sister, funny enough, the film crew was there. There was a knock at the door, and she opens the door, and there was a man there that said, and you see this in the preview, she let me go, or finally let me go. And he put the gun to his head and blows his head off right in front of her. You think it's shocking, right? But what's even more interesting is that as she sees him dead on the ground, and the film crew are apparently calling the police, and she sees in his hand a little videotape that says Shelby Oaks on it. So that grabs her attention. Of course, the police come, identify the body, but she didn't tell them about the tape. She kind of hides it to herself because she wants to see what's in it. She looks at what's in it, and she sees the footage that was shot while they were there. So she sees her sister and everything, and all roads point back to Shelby Oaks, to the actual ghost townish location, a place where actually her and her sister used to go with her mother when they were younger. Or that I think it's that her mother used to go there as a little girl. So there's something familial going on here with Shelby Oaks. She tries to talk to her estranged husband, who funny enough lives just next door, and he's not very good. He's more like a deadbeat hubby that doesn't, he wants to believe her and take care of her, but he thinks there's something weird going on here. And it's also tied to a series of nightmares that her small sister, the one that's missing, had when she was a kid. She used to have these night terrors of this man at the window staring at her. And she remembers seeing this thing at the window herself once when she went to the bedroom to kind of just sleep with her, to kind of comfort her. While she slept, she saw the thing at the window, but she always kept that secret to herself. Now, with everything that's going on, and with strange sightings of weird dogs with glowing eyes showing up around the house, something's up, and she knows it. So at one point, finally, she decides to actually drive to Shelby Oaks, to the abandoned correctional facility. Apparently, the videotape shows what happens to her sister. It actually shows it, and it involves the man that killed himself at her front door. So we find out a little bit more about him and his messed up head and what's wrong with him. And then when she goes to the town, she not only discovers things at the prison, she discovers things at the carnival area and at a house where everything unravels and everything is discovered to be part of an insidious cult. Yeah, it's a cult. It's not just some crazy people that are killing people like serial killers. No, 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 no. This involves definitely the supernatural. It involves a demon in a nutshell. Now, how that plays out, the trailer suggests how it does. The movie exposes it. And I would recommend you watching this film. This is a great movie. I thought for Chris Duckham I don't know if he's done movies before. He did this one. All I know is that he co-wrote it, he produced it, and he directed it. And it's really good. I like the way it came out. I think he knows how to hit home with certain things. This movie has the vibes of, I don't know if you saw the first season of True Detective with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. And the cult, the rituals that they were finding in their murder cases. I had vibes of that in watching this. I also had vibes of a little bit of Rosemary's Baby and Hereditary. You know, like I don't know. There were certain imageries in this film that made me think of those, and I think there's a reason for it. And I think the reason is because when it comes to the realm of the supernatural and the evil that can be associated with it, you know, you start wondering whether what you see at night are true nightmares or true realities. And this movie eventually exposes that in time with these two girls. This movie is basically about two sisters. Two sisters sharing a common family, sharing a common fear and a common potential heritage that shows not only the realm of the demonic, if I have to say, but also the realm of something even more beyond that, that involves what happened to this girl there and what she produces. I'm gonna give Shelby Oaks 3 coffee cups. It was a good watch. I'd see it again on streaming services. It's worth a watch. I enjoyed it. Maybe some people wouldn't like it. Maybe the way it ends. I'm not gonna tell you how it ends. This is a non-spoiler review, but you know, when you initially see the true source of the evil and you know, you bug out and you be like, oh, hell no, like that. That was my thought. I was like, oh, no way. Funny enough, there was a couple sitting right next to me in the theater, and when something happened, they both went like this. I was like, oh, they must be Catholic. Hey, oh man. So there you have it, guys. My review of Shelby Oaks. Okay, a story about two sisters and the disappearance of one of them as a paranormal investigator and the supernatural, and dogs, scary looking dogs, and shadows, and creepy things at the window, and nightmares become reality. What are your thoughts on Shelby Oaks? Talk to me, comment below, and share with me your opinions on this new film to be being released by fellow YouTuber Chris Duckham. Okay, and again, I'm going to put his channel in the comments below so that you can take a look if you're not familiar with his video reviews, his movie reviews, and his work. I tend to see him as a, you know, as a very, he tries to be a very objective film critic, you know, and for him to make a movie like that, well, he just put himself now under the magnifying glass. So that's what I see under mine. What's under yours? Let me know. Until next time, this is Ralph Perez, Horror and Coffee. Drink your coffee, drink your brew. Until next time, take care.